What's up, Brian? What is up, YouTube? So I'm on my lunch break right now. Waiting for Midori to come. She has my car, and yeah. So let me go ahead and set my lens up. But what's up, everyone? Wow, Brian already asked the question right away. What is up, Hunter? What is up, new scientist? Brian asked, how much money do I make? And how high could you potentially go in this field? Very high. I know people who get paid $350,000 a year. I know people who get paid $50,000 a year. I know people who get paid $100,000 a year. Yeah, the location and your skill set and the need of the languages that you know really depends on how much you get paid as well. So, yeah. But anyway, what I want to talk about today, and as how this usually goes, I have a topic that I talk about, and then you guys ask me questions about anything, and I answer it. And I have about 15 minutes before my girlfriend gets here, and I have to have a lunch with her. So I'm gonna try to make the most of this. What's up, Adam? And so the question then is, if I had to start over, what would I do differently? And I think that's a very important question as someone who's been in this industry for at least just about 12 months already, 1 year, and I've seen many things. I've seen some languages go, some languages really become more popular. I've seen, just so many things change already in the industry within just 1 year alone. And so if the question then again is, if I had to start over, what would I do differently this time? What is up, everyone? What I would do differently, I think, is that I would probably start from Backend instead of immediately going straight into front end. I think I would have personally went into more of learning PHP, MySQL first, then get into JavaScript, and then get into HTML and jQuery, CSS, and etc. Mainly because backend development is just so huge right now, specifically in Orange County, specifically in California, or even within the United States. Backend developers, honestly, they tend to get paid more. They tend to get treated better within the industry, and there's just such a big need of them. And now, not just any language. I guess Node.js is pretty popular. Python, pretty much everyone knows that. Java, it's very popular still, but it's not a language I want to learn. But anyway, hey, assalamu alaikum, Kazi. But yeah, if I had to do things differently, I would have went into backend. I would have made a better portfolio or a website, which I'm going to start working on right now. And I just would have done things more differently. I would have put more time to learning code when I wasn't working as much as I do. But I would have put more time in learning code before I even started doing YouTube, mainly because I just love programming so much. So again, if I had to start over, I would have went to back end first before front end, but I still would have done front end first. The main reason is because front end development is so much easier to learn than back end. Yeah, so what is it called? Assalamu alaikum means peace be with you in Arabic, I believe. Yeah, but anyway, that's what I would have done, and I would have, been more humble, and I'm trying to be that much more now, understanding, and I would have asked more questions. If I just got hired at a company, I would ask more questions. I wouldn't have held back and try to act like I know everything and get worried about losing my job, but really be humble, be genuine, and more hungry. Not just that, I do wish I put more time to learning code, but I also wish that I didn't worry so much about how much code I don't or how much code I do know, because they're always learning. That's something that you should never really stress out about. So let's go back into the questions before I go more into that. So let's see who's in the chat right now. Poppy, what is up? Java, okay. Rafael Hernandez, what is up? Happy, what is up? BPDTV, what is up? Kazi, assalamu alaikum. Rafael, what would be your dream to work for, or who? I know everyone says Google. My dream wouldn't be to work for Google. I mean, I would like to because they pay better, but my dream would just to be to work for a company that will help me grow. That would give me the opportunity to not just talk to clients all the time, but a company that would give me the opportunity to really grow my skill as a developer, that would allow me to become a very skilled programmer. And honestly, I work at a company that allows me to do that now. Now, because we're growing so fast and because we're so busy, now I'm the main front-end developer, I can't really dive too much into back-end development right now, but that is what I want. I want a company that will allow me to do that. allow me to really become better, to understand what I'm weak at, but allow me to grow my weaknesses into my strengths as well. So that is what that's a company that everyone should look for. A company that won't allow me to be lazy, a company that's just that's laid back, but not so laid back to the point that I slack, but a company that allows me to really push myself and continue to grow. I never want to be a lazy coder. Never want to be a lazy coder. All right, let's continue. Good question. Brian Harns is asking, what program do you use to edit your videos? I use Premiere Pro all the way. Okay, and Mighty is asking, I heard that JavaScript will dominate backend. Is it real? No, it's not real. No way, man. PHP dominates backend. Python dominates backend. But JavaScript is very important to learn because Node.js is very popular in the backend. So if you're good at JavaScript and you want to get into backend and you get into Node.js, it'll be much easier to learn. But if you're also good at JavaScript, you can learn PHP very easily too, because PHP and JavaScript are very similar in the way they work. And so it's just easier to grasp both languages if you know one or the other. So again, PHP is the way to go. Then I would eventually go to Node.js also. So good question, guys. What else is there? Kazi is asking, how can I be perfect in any programming language? You can never be perfect in any programming language unless you're Google yourself. Yeah, you can't. The good programmers know how to use Google. Good programmers just know how to work around a problem, knows how to solve a problem. A good programmer isn't someone who's just perfect in the language. A good programmer is someone who knows how to attack a problem and solve it as quick as possible, and who knows how to use the best functions, or if not, the best language for that specific situation. That is a good programmer. But all right. Good question, man. Good question. All right, let's see who else is in here. What's up, Ahmed Adam? Hey, hello, where can I learn coding? I want to pursue computer science uni, but I don't know anything about programming. Learn at Treehouse. You can learn at Udacity. You could do Udemy courses. You have resources everywhere, man. Udacity.com is probably one of the best places to learn for free. What is up, Crons? What is up, Phil Randall? M. Mighty's asking, which text editor is the best? I think it's really by preference. My one of the developers at my company really likes Coda. I like using Atom.io. I do like Sublime Text. But I used to use Notepad++ when I was on a Windows PC. It's preference. No text editor is better than others, though some text editors do have really good plugins that help you out in helping you code a little bit faster. But let's see, Kazi. Alright, Michael, he's asking a question. Michael's asking, hey Chris, off topic, but I've been wondering, do you have daily objectives or do you just code for a certain amount of time each day? How do you manage time and projections for finishing tasks? That's a really good question because that's what I'm trying to even learn myself right now. Yeah, I do have daily objectives every day. My number one objective is to make sure I answer all the emails, help out our bigger clients, get whatever needs to be done first. So I do have a list on the whiteboard, but also have a list on my computer that I have. It's like on a sort of like a sticky note kind of thing, and where I have a list of what I need to get done in that day. But sometimes it gets really frustrating because so many emails come in and I'm the main person who answers them in regards to doing things in the front end. If my manager can't help me, it just slows me down in finishing those projects. And so what I do to get things done in regards to what stuff to get done first is just look at what's more important, look at what the boss wants first, and I deal with it that way. Oh shoot, what is that? Okay, good question, man. And how do I manage time and project? And how do you manage time and projections for finishing tasks? You just try to do it fast. Don't surf the web too much when you're trying to code, and that's it. If not, sometimes I come in earlier or I stay later to get a job done because it's just easier. My salary is I make a good amount. All right, what's up, Lori Lewis? Hi, would you say learning to code was worth it? Yes, it definitely was. My life has changed dramatically. My health is a lot better, and there's actually things about me I didn't know was there, and I was able to find out because I have the money to get the insurance to see the best doctor to find out what is wrong with me, or anything that's not necessarily bad but just things I need to watch out for. So yeah, it's worth it. My life has changed so much. I'm so much more, I don't worry that much. I still have worries, but I'm not struggling as I used to. I don't live off cup of noodles anymore. I could get a job literally anywhere in the world. I could work from home if I wanted. I mean, yeah, man, it was the best decision in my life ever. No regrets at all. Well, not the best decision ever, but anyway. All right, let's keep going. Sorry, man, there's a lot of questions coming down. Maxer50, he's asking, Adam or Visual Studio Code? Oh no, never mind. The Dopest Gamer, what is up? Anonymous97, he says, I have no program experience. What are good web projects that I could put on my resume? Anything, man. Make the most simple projects the most complex projects. Start small, then keep making more complex projects as you get better, and that's just how you go. That's how do you do it. You can't think too much in what projects to work on, because when you think too much, you get nothing done. So start from the small stuff, then get to larger projects, and that's how you do it. So good question, man. Raphael, would you consider be a software developer now that you know programming? No, I'm not a software developer. Software developer are people who work with like Microsoft, who work with you could say Microsoft, Apple. I'm not a software developer, I'm a web developer. Everything I do is on the web, although software development tends to be a bit more lucrative than web development. And no, I wouldn't consider myself a programmer yet until I officially start working with like official PHP backend projects. Then I'll consider myself a programmer. Daniel, he's asking, what do you see as a downside of being a freelancer? You don't have a steady paycheck. You don't have a steady paycheck. It's scary. Even doing YouTube, if I was to do YouTube like full time, it wouldn't be a steady paycheck. That's like being a freelancer too. What is up? Learn with me, Chuck. Matthew, I like Adam. Yeah, I like Adam too. TP, he says, hey Chris, big fan from South Africa. What is up, man? Thank you for all the great content and inspiration you have given on this channel. No problem, man. Thank you for even watching. Poppy, what else are the questions? Keep sending me questions, guys. Before Midori gets here. Once she comes, I gotta head out. I don't want to get in trouble. All right, Proxy. Hi, Chris. What do you recommend after studying HTML, CSS, JS, PHP? First go to freelance or full? Should I first do freelance or full time? Do both. Do both. Do both. You don't have to just be a full-time employee. You could do freelance while you're a full-time employee. What I suggest is, yes, work at a company, but don't depend on that company for an income. Start to build something for your own where you have a good, what do you call that? Where you have a passive income of money coming in because you have freelance clients that you work with all the time. That's what I would do. I never want to depend on my boss for an income. All right. What else is there? No, I do not recommend Solo Learn app. Nope, I wouldn't recommend that. Classy. Hey Chris, thanks for being so genuine. Oh, thank you. She says, my mom taught me to code at 7. Oh shoot. I think MS-DOS was lit. LOL, I have a degree in business, but you have inspired me to change careers. Thank you, Classy. Hey, coding honestly is the way to go. And believe it or not, guys, it may seem like this industry is so saturated right now, but it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. The direction that my company is going from where we were is completely different from even a couple years ago. In the span of 5 or 6 years, the direction my company has went from just what we originally were doing to doing everything web-based apps, to making web-based solutions for our clients, which is bringing us much more revenue now because my company only recently changed directions to really turning into a web-based solution type of company. So it is growing. Like, this industry is just beginning for the next, I could say, 15 to 20 years. So this is the way to go. All right, let's keep going. Anyone else? Waldo Mac, a good amount may not mean much in Cali. Yeah, I make enough to survive on my own. I tell you this, I'm not worried about my car. I'll tell you this, I don't ever worry about my bills anymore. It's nothing. It's like pocket change now. So good amount is a good amount. But anyway, let's continue. Colin, he's asking, what coding can I learn that had the most opportunity? I think you can learn PHP. You can learn PHP. There's my business manager right there, Jonathan. All right. Anyway, yeah, I would suggest that you learn PHP. That is the way to go. Honestly, if you want a job soon and build projects, learn PHP and front at the same time, and you're on your way. Good question. All right. Dang, there's a lot of questions. I don't know if I can answer all this. All right. Michael, he's asking, do you think there is a lot of headroom to move around at companies that need programming, or can you get stuck in the same spot? That's assuming you're continuing to learn and grow. You can't get stuck in the same spot. That's why do not depend on your company to make you a better developer. You have to learn to teach yourself. But at my company, there's a lot of opportunities. I mean, we're only growing, and there are things I can't tell you, but man, I mean, I'm really thankful that I joined my company at the time I did, because we're about to explode. And so it does depend on the size of the company, the direction they're going, but there's opportunities everywhere. An opportunity for a developer isn't just at that company. If you teach yourself that much more, if you continue to grow and code that much more, what's going to happen is that other companies will want to recruit you, and that happens to me all the time. So you don't think of an opportunity only being with that one company. You could grow anywhere. All right, Caesar is asking, if I know HTML, CSS, and JS, and I want to make a website, then what is the next step? You go to namecheap.com, you buy a domain name, and you use another website called dreamhost.com to host your server, and you're good to go. All right, man, there's a lot of questions, so I'm gonna just go random questions now. How many web projects should I have on my resume to begin with? More than one, or more than zero. Michelle, more than zero. How difficult is to make a website? I could make a website in 15 minutes, depending on what it needs to have. So it's very easy. I mean, it's not about how to make a website. It's how to make a good website that's easy to use and attractive that other companies want to use. A website you can sell. You have to make a website that sells yourself. That's the website that you want. I think Midori's here. All right, one more minute. Do you believe in open source? If you do, what would you do to contribute to open source community? I would do everything I can to really bring myself up in the community, to make me more popular. Do everything I can to contribute that I can use to show to potential employers, if not clients, as a freelance developer. So do everything. Josie, he's asking, this is a good question. Do you think JavaScript will run the backend? I think it depends on the company again, but PHP is that's it. It's just PHP, guys. You can't think like which language would be the most popular out there, which one will like kill it at the end. You have to learn more than just one language. And what I'd suggest, again, yes, JavaScript is very popular, but I would learn PHP and JavaScript, PHP and Node.js. Those are the two languages that I would focus on. All right, let's see. I'm about to head out. Any more questions? Yes, I do use some books. I have 2 books in my car right now. I'll post in the link by end of today, I promise. Is that my Range Rover? How did you know that was a Range Rover? What the? No, it's not my Range Rover. What is the future of web development? Is it growing? Mighty, I actually mentioned this a couple minutes ago, so check that out. Can you do longer live sessions, not just like 20 minutes? I can if I wasn't so busy. I think Midori's here. Let me see. Shoot, is she here? No, she's not here yet. I think she's here. Hold on, let me see. No, she's not. Okay. Any last questions, guys, before I head out? Any last questions? All right, last question is from Michael. He's asking, how would you... Dang, all these questions. 1 second. He's asking, would you recommend learning how to code before programming, app development? Is that a book? I've never heard of that, man. Sorry, dude. Safan says he has health issues, so can only work from home. Please answer about WordPress. WordPress is cool, man, but if you want to work from home, I wouldn't just do WordPress. I would do, everything. If you're working from home, again, I made a video about how to get freelance clients. You literally just DM people on Instagram all day from all around the world. You will eventually get one client. It depends on how you hustle. All right. Anything else? Last but not least, am I a Gary Vee fan? Yes, I am. Look at my sweater. This is a Gary Vee sweater, guys. What's up, Dennis? All right, guys, I gotta go. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching, guys. I gotta head out. Man, Dory is still not here. All right, guys. If you guys haven't yet, add me on Instagram, hit me up on Twitter. I do have a Discord channel. The link is not in this description just yet, but the Discord channel link is on my other video, so check that out. There's about 130 people on there now, people communicating every single day. So, all right, love you all. Thank you for watching. I gotta go. See you guys later. Bye.